We're going to start today by making our sauce for baked spaghetti. Photo Magazine actually named the baked spaghetti that we serve at the Lady and Sons the very best baked spaghetti in the South. So I think you're going to love this recipe. We're going to start with a little olive oil. And we're going to start by sauteing chopped yellow onion and chopped green pepper and minced fresh garlic. We're just going to stir those around and let them sweat for a few minutes. They don't have to get soft and gushy, but just, like I said, we're going to let them just sweat. All right, our onions and our peppers and our garlic has sweated, and now it's time to add the tomatoes. These are canned, diced tomatoes. Now you can use fresh if you like. They make the best sauces. And this is an ordinary canned tomato sauce. And I'm adding a little water to ours. And now we're going to add our seasonings. We've got an Italian seasoning, and we've got some seasoning salt, a little sugar, and then I'm going to put house seasoning, and I'm just going to kind of do this to taste. The last thing I want to do is add this wonderful fresh parsley that I got from the garden. This is an Italian parsley. It's my favorite of all the parsleys. And we're just going to chop just a little bit. This is just so pretty in that sauce, the red and the greens. And it's ready for the cover. We're going to let this simmer for about 30 minutes before I add the meat to it. And it's so easy. While our sauce has been simmering, I've been browning our ground meat. Now for this particular dish today, I'm using a ground round hamburger meat, which is quite delicious. And look at our sauce, it looks fabulous. Just add our meat to the sauce, and then we're gonna let it simmer for, oh gosh, maybe 20 or 25 more minutes. So you can see you really can't mess this dish up. That looks just perfect. So we're gonna put the lid on it and let it simmer. And while we're doing that, I'm gonna come back here. And now we're gonna move to the star of this dish, our fresh pasta. Look how beautiful that is. This pasta that we're using for the baked spaghetti is a regular spaghetti noodle size. And you can see how beautiful and fresh it is. And it's been dusted with semolina flour so it won't stick. Now we're going to check our water, and hopefully it's at a rapid boil. Because it is fresh pasta, it cooks in a quicker time than your ordinary hard box pastas. Drop it in there, in this beautiful pasta. Doesn't that look so good? So we're going to just gather all of our ingredients close to us and assemble our pasta, and this is so easy. We're going to start by using just an ordinary 13 by 9 by 2 container. Oh, everything is smelling so good. We're going to put just a little bit of sauce in the bottom of our pan so that our pasta can kind of rest on it. Doesn't that pasta look delicious? And we're going to put a layer of pasta on top of the sauce. About the only way that you can ruin this dish is really by overcooking your pasta, because it's going to have about 20 or 25 more minutes of bacon after we assemble it. So this is not through getting all the heat that it's going to get. Okay, now we've got a nice thin layer of our pasta, and we're going to add a layer of cheese. This is a sharp cheddar, and this is just a Monterey Jack. So now we're going to go with another layer of sauce. All right, one more thin layer of pasta. So we're just going to finish evening this out. Okay, that looks just about perfect. So we're just going to finish putting the rest of the sauce on it. All we have to do now is top it with our cheeses. And one more time, I'm using a sharp grated cheddar and a Monterey Jack, but you can use anything you want to. This pretty baby is ready to go into the oven now. We're gonna let it bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now, if this were cold, we would bake it probably 45 minutes. But today we're on top of things, it's hot, and we're gonna bake it for 25 minutes. In the meantime, I had another one over here that should be ready for us. And we'll take a look at it. Look how delicious that looks. It's still bubbly and hot. Doesn't that look yummy? How's that for a square of baked spaghetti? I've just got to taste this. And you know, I could spruce it up with fresh parsley or grated Parmesan cheese, but I don't think this needs anything but my fork. Oh. Oh, it's still steaming. Your family's gonna just love you.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.